the children's librarians here at Santa Clara County Library District, and today I'm going to show you how to make rainbows using macrame cord and some yarn. And in order to do that, if you've picked up a craft packet from your library, in it you'll find some floral wire, some macrame yarn, and just some different colors of yarn, like it's the colors of the rainbow. And at home, you're going to need to get some glue, like tacky glue or hot glue gun that you can use with the help of an adult. Something round, such as a roll of packing tape that you can use to give your rainbow a shape, and some clips to hold everything together as it dries. All right, so to get started, I have taken one color section of yarn, and I have my shortest piece of macrame rope that was in the packet and the shortest piece of wire. So this wire is 8 inches and this piece of rope is 11 inches. And what we're going to do is lay this out so that the wire is about halfway, or about even on both sides, about 1.5 inches. And then we're going to take the yarn and open it up. We're going to find an end. Here's an end, just like this. And to get you started, I'm going to lay it out just so you can see that my yarn is going off to the left and the rope and the wire is going off to the right, and they're overlapping just a bit. So this is a good distance. I'm going to pick it up all together just like that, and you can see again there's the wire, the rope, and the yarn. And starting right at the end of the wire, I'm going to start wrapping this yarn around both the wire and the rope so that the end of the wire is covered and you still have about 1.5 inches of rope hanging off to the side there. And I'm going to keep going round and around. There we go. All the way down. And as I wrap this around, I want to make sure that you cannot see any rope or any wire showing through the yarn. So you're going to wrap it right next to each other. And it just has to be snug. It doesn't have to be super tight. Just enough to stay in place. And you'll go all the way around. So, and as I get close to my fingers, I'll move my hand down. And what you'll also see is as I'm going, this end of the yarn is getting hidden with the rope and the wire as I wrap it around. And that secures the yarn right in place. And keep going. Oops. There we go. Around and around and around. Just like that. Okay, so now I've gotten to the point where I can't see the end of the piece of yarn anymore, but I still have some wire that needs to be covered, so I'm going to keep going. And you'll see that I'm being rather careful and that there is no rope or wire showing. All you can see is the yarn. All right, keep going. Around and around. And then as you get further along, you just gotta make bigger loops with your arms so that the loose bit of yarn isn't getting caught on the end. And you just work it around all the way. Getting close. See, almost there, just a couple more inches. And if it happens that you start to see some yarn, you can always, like I did there, push it up close, you can always slide those loops over and then keep going so that you don't have anything showing. See how close I am. Okay. Switch hands for this last little bit. Okay, so now you can see that the wire is all covered, and I just want to make a knot and finish this off. So I'm going to make a loose loop and put my, you can see it there, and I can put my end of the yarn through that. Slide that right down to the end and pull tight. I'll do that again. Make a loose loop and put my yarn through. Pull it tight. So now I've put a couple of knots in, and I've got some extra yarn here, so I'm going to cut that off. Just like that. And you're going to do that for all of your colors until you get something like this. And they're all going to be in gradual lengths with pieces hanging off the end. And that's exactly what we want. Alright, so I've got some packing tape here, just a roll of it, and I'm going to take my smallest section of my rainbow, and I'm just going to wrap it around there and kind of help give my rainbow that curve that I want. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to take my next smallest piece and do the same thing. And as I shape that, I want to make sure, as close as you can, that the ends of the colors line up. And then we need to glue this together. So I have got some clips here. There's some binder clips. And I'm going to actually just put that together. And you have some choices. You can, I've got some fabric glue. If you've got, tacky glue or white Elmer school glue, you can use that. If you have an adult with you to help you, you can use a glue gun. Since this is very hot, you definitely need some help with that so you don't burn yourself. But I'm going to start with this one, this school glue. And I'm going to glue so that there's glue running right in between the pieces. Okay, so this bead of glue all the way around. Ooh, there it goes. A little tricky. Okay. And then I can put these two pieces together. And I've got the second clip. And we'll attach them. I would say if you are doing this with hot glue, in just a minute it would be cool enough to touch for you to do the next layer. If not, let this dry for a little bit, and then you're going to do the same thing where you're going to put some glue on the edge, and then you're going to get your next smallest piece. And you're going to do the same thing. So you line up those edges together and glue the next piece on, and you'll see your rainbow is starting to take shape. When you get to the end, and after everything has dried, you will have all the pieces connected, so they look something like this. I'm going to leave this one alone while this dries. And then what you can do with this rope, we're going to make some clouds by unraveling all of the rope, and this will take you a few minutes, so that it's untwisted, and fluff it up, just like that. And you do that with all the pieces. And as you fluff up the fibers, it'll get nice and poofy, just like it was a cloud. And then after it's done, you will have a nice, let's give these some shape, rainbow decoration. just like that. Okay, well, I will give you some time to do this. Come again next time for another project. Goodbye.